So you started your homeowner journey and you got your pre-approval. Congratulations. You narrowed your search down and now you're looking at either single family homes or condos. So let's go through some of the pros and the cons. Let's start with the single families. Some of the pros of the single families is, for one, you are not sharing your area with your neighbors, right? So for a single family, for somebody who wants privacy, this is good for you because you don't have to deal with anybody, making too much noise, or, if they are a messier person than you are, you don't have any shared area with anybody else. So that's one of the main things. You don't have these shared walls, so you're not hearing what's going on at different times of the day or night or whatever. You have that privacy for yourself. So that's the number one thing that I say when single family houses versus a condo. One of the second things that I speak about when we're thinking about the two is you control your property when you're in a single family house. And what I mean about that is if you wanted to, put an apple tree out in your yard, you could do that in a single family house. But if you're in a condo, you don't have the option to do, whatever you want in the yard because it's a shared area. So you control your property when you're in a single family house versus a condo. And another thing that I think about when you're talking about single versus condos is typically speaking, you have more square footage in a single family house versus a condo. That's typically speaking. You could find a bunch of huge condos, and but I'm speaking general terms. So when you're thinking about a condo or a townhome, there's pros to that too. There's a good situation for everybody. So when you're dealing with a townhouse or a condo, one of the things that you could think about that's a pro is a low maintenance, right? Because you're not cutting the grass, you're not dealing with, the trees, you don't have to shovel the snow, things like that. Yeah, it's low maintenance in a condo. Um, the amenities. So as far as, you know, there's gyms typically in condos. They might have a concierge, different types of courts. A lot of them host activities. Um, and not only that, but typically when you're speaking about condos and townhouses versus a single family house is going to be cheaper. And the reason, generally speaking, is cheaper is because it costs more money to build on land that you're paying for in a single family house versus the land that you're going to build multiple units with a condo. So condos are cheaper to build than single family houses. And that's just general terms too. You could get a condo that's way more expensive than single family houses, but typically you find condos to be cheaper than your single family houses. So yeah, those are a few things, few pros and cons when you're thinking about single family houses versus condos or townhomes. And there's many more. There's many more. But that could start the conversation. And if you have any comments or questions, you can leave them below. And if you want to reach out to me directly, I would always advise that. Enjoy your day. Keep on building.